Good morning, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here with your Hurricane Pro in HD. Look at Hurricane Matthew. Check out the satellite animation this morning. It's moved off of Cuba and now starting to get better organized here over the very warm waters of the southwest Atlantic. Interest in the Bahamas all the way up from the central and northwest Bahamas, Andros Island, Nassau, Grand Bahama, Eleuthera, etc. Going to be under the gun with hurricane conditions, probably Category 3/4. Meaning maybe 10 to 15 foot storm surge possible, and all the other horrible hazards that comes with something of this magnitude. A strong hurricane and probably going to be getting stronger. Matthew will be moving over very warm ocean water, upper ocean heat content values near the top of the scale over here in this region, and you can look corresponding to that very high upper ocean heat content, meaning that the water is not only warm at the surface, but it's warm well below the surface, and it's easy to churn up just more warm water as it moves along. So this could reach Category 4 intensity once again as it makes that approach to Florida. How close does it get remains to be seen. Any wobble to the west of the forecast track, as mentioned in the discussion this morning, could bring the core of the hurricane over land. As it is, I expect hurricane conditions in a narrow area along A1A and I-95, maybe 10 to 15 miles west of there, as it is now. So we'll have to be watching for trends. Every mile is going to count at this point. In the Bahamas, as I mentioned, obviously what's going to happen there, hurricane winds up to 120, 130 mile per hour, just depends. And then that bad storm surge, extremely heavy rain, it's all going to be there, folks, and people need to be especially wary of that. I mean, by now everybody should be hunkered down and ready to go. The rainfall forecast is excessive once again for the southeast. So Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, even though the core of the hurricane should stay away from you by a good distance, probably more like that, look at these rainfall amounts. And this isn't exactly what's going to fall, but this shows the potential, and some of those gold and yellow colors indicating anywhere from 5 to 17 inches well offshore, 14 inches off the Space Coast area, and then again moving just inland across I-95. But this again going to be a big rainmaker, and the potential for tropical storm conditions in those areas as well in the Carolinas and Georgia. And so trees are going to come down. They're just going to lay over. There's going to be power outages. A very big problem for a lot of people in a wide geographic area of the southeast United States. So now's the time to think about all of those things. And if you're along the east coast of Florida in the hurricane warning area, you need to be getting ready for hurricane conditions, putting the shutters up, making sure you have ample gasoline and other supplies to remain without power for a few days, as this could be one of the worst hurricanes in some of these areas that aren't used to it, and it's been almost 11 years since the last one. So yeah, it's coming, and how close it gets, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to be heading out to the Florida coast later today, and you can follow along on HurricaneTrack.com. I will be producing video diary blogs, if you will, for Hurricane Pro and HD. And then we have an app at HurricaneTrack.com, independent of Hurricane Pro and HD. Ours is called Hurricane Impact. Now, I think Hurricane Pro and HD is the best tracking app out there for all the information and the tracking maps and the tools. In my opinion, it can't be beat. For the impact, when they hit land, that's what my app is developed for. It's called Hurricane Impact, 2 words, live weather data, which is unbeatable. Wait till you see that. It's available on iOS devices and on Google Play. Hurricane Impact, 2 words, and I'll be posting videos there as well. But really, the data that comes into that app, I think you're going to be very impressed. I'll post screenshots of it, and of course, Hurricane Pro and HD will probably retweet a lot of that down the road. So, we're a good partnership here, and I appreciate it. So along the way, I'll be posting these blogs, video updates to the app here, and you'll be able to see what's happening as I travel. All right? So everybody down in Florida, best of luck to you. We'll see what happens over the next few days. Very interesting times ahead, and of course, maybe even a part 2 to this. We'll worry about that later. I am Mark Sudduth for HurricaneTrack.com and, of course, Hurricane Pro and HD. Have a great rest of your morning, and I'll see you from Florida.